Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you're watching this broadcast. This is Dr. Eric Tangumonkem with IEM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. There is great potential in you because you've been created in the image and likeness of God. God has a unique plan for you. You are here at the right time. I want to encourage you to focus on that which is in the inside of you. Discover it, put in the time, the energy, and the effort, and the hard work. Yes, the hard work, the sweat, and the tears, the tenacity, the perseverance, the long suffering that is going to take for you to be all you were created to be, so you can deploy and render goods and services to make the lives of other people better. It is not only about you, it's about other people. That is why you have to rise up to the occasion and make life better for other people, and you're going to be rewarded accordingly. Thank you so much for joining us today for this broadcast. This is day 18th. For the past 17 days or 17 episodes, we have covered a lot. And we are going to continue today. I have a toolkit for you that is going to help position you if you are an immigrant. It's not only for immigrants. Some of the topics we've discussed so far apply to everybody. For example, knowing who you are, believing that you are unstoppable, that anybody can benefit from that. If you are not an immigrant, but you interact with other immigrants or you know immigrants, you can as well get this resource for them so that we can have this conversation. It's very important, as you are going to realize that some of the issues we run into is because we don't know each other well enough. And that is why this conversation is geared at creating that environment, that enabling environment for us to have a conversation and see how we can help each other fulfill our destinies. If you haven't invited somebody to join us, I plead with you to do that. I would greatly appreciate if you can share this broadcast. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and liked it, you can as well do that. Most of the times, we are overwhelmed by the challenges that are surrounding us. However, you can make a difference by taking that first step. Most of the times, you hear that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. That is why that first step is the most difficult step. It is the most challenging step. However, if you don't take the first step, there is not going to be a second step, a third step, a fourth step, a fifth step, and eventually the thousandth step, or whatever number of steps you need between where you are right now and the destination you have in mind. That first step is the most crucial. That first step is where most people fail. I want to encourage you to take that first step. If you are an immigrant already, we're going to be talking about another topic today, which is a metaphor to the challenges and difficulties you are going to face. It's a metaphor to the need for you to grow, the need for you to make adjustments, the need for you to accommodate, the need for you to make compromises, the need for you to change your thinking. It's another metaphor. You may be wondering why we are talking about shoving snow. What has that got to do with anything? Shoving snow shouldn't be something that I have to be really particular about. But I want to let you know that it's a metaphor. There are practical applications, but I want you to look at the bigger picture. If you are from the tropics and you've not traveled before, you might have seen snow in movies, in pictures, read about it, and you think you know it. You're going to be surprised that experience is deeper, because most of the time we think we know something. We make assumptions, we draw conclusions. But when you actually go through it, you realize that you didn't really know what you thought you knew. I remember when I just came to the United States, I had never seen snow before. I had pictures of what the snow would look like. I thought I really knew what snow was. I'd watched a lot of movies, seen snow avalanches in the movies, and see snow falling. And I thought I knew what it was. Fortunately for me, I moved to Dallas. And the very first year, I came in August, and in December, we had snow. We hardly have snow in Dallas. And so you may be wondering, why am I talking about snow when I live in a state where we hardly have snow? This first day, I was walking in a house, and out of a sudden, the temperature dropped some, and rain was falling. And I was busy walking, so I wasn't looking outside. And when I raised my head along the line, I saw something strange happening. It was raining, but it wasn't the type of rain I was used to. I mean, this little flaky particles was falling from the sky. I don't know why I didn't even connect the dots to know that it was snow. I had a very strange feeling. You know that type of feeling where when you go to a new place for the first time and everything is strange. You're trying to locate yourself. You're trying to make sense out of everything that you are seeing. And the guy that I was working for, he came and picked me. And when we were in the car, I was like, what's going on? And he was explaining to me, oh, snow is falling and all that. Now, if you move to a country or a state where you're going to have snow, what it means is that when you get up in the morning, when the snow falls, at times the driveway is going to be blocked. You have to remove the snow so that you'll be able to get out of the house. And if you've just come and the temperatures have dropped, it's going to be very cold. You are not used to cold. The tropics, we don't have sub-degree temperatures. And that is something that it's not even going to cross your mind to go out and shovel snow. You don't even know how to do it. You don't even know that they're supposed to do it. And that is why we've already talked about being a student continuously. You have to keep learning. We've talked about asking questions. You have to keep asking questions. If you are living with people, it is your responsibility. Don't make assumptions. You need to ask and ask until you know what is expected of you. Your host may be thinking, can't they just make up the mind and know, oh, the snow has to be shuffled out of the driveway? But poor you, you have no clue what to do. And that is why you need to ask your hosts, you need to ask those that you're living with, this white powder on the driveway, what are we supposed to do with it? And I want you to look at this regarding all other challenges and the strange things you're going to come across. I guarantee you, you are going to, for the first couple of years, if you are growing, if you are going out of your comfort zone, as I've recommended, and learning other cultures and expanding your network and going to places you've never gone before, if you are growing, you are going to have to learn new things on a daily basis. You should expect that. You should position yourself for that. You ask those questions. You do what you have to do, even when it is very, very uncomfortable, even when it doesn't come naturally. Remember your why. Remember your why. Why did you live in the first place? Why did you live? It's very, very important for you to know where you are going, who you are, and why you are here. When you focus on that, you're going to realize the call of duty on you. You go the extra mile. You do everything that is going to take for you to be successful. You are not going to let a low temperature or snow or whatever it is to stop you from rising up to the occasion. As mundane as shuffling snow may appear, there is a lot in there for you to think about. Are you willing to do things you haven't done before? As basic as shuffling snow. There are many other things you haven't done before that you have to do here if you want to be successful. And remember, it is you and only you alone that is going to determine how far you are going to go. Don't tell me about people pushing you back. If you get a pushback, are you going to let people prevent you from achieving your dream? Are you going to let your environment? Yes, snow is something external. Are you going to learn if external factors prevent you from rising up to the occasion? Remember, we started by saying that you need to believe that you are unstoppable. You really are. You've come this far not to fail. Others have failed. It's none of your business. What you have to focus on, as I've said time and time again, and I will keep repeating it, is that it is not smart to make the mistakes that other people have already made. And that is why you need to be reading daily. A day should not pass without you reading something on leadership, you're reading something on health, you're reading something on personal growth and development, you're reading something on spirituality that will help enrich your spiritual life, you're reading something in investment, in finance, you're reading information that is going to help you become a better person. Please don't complain of time. We all breathe, because without breathing, you're dead in a few minutes. What you need to know to do is learning how to prioritize. And that is why I have put together this toolkit for you. All these different areas we are touching, there are areas that I'm suggesting that you focus on those areas. Learning how to network, learning how to get out of a comfort zone, go out there and shuffle the snow, ask other people to teach you how to do it, ask questions, use the information, actually do it. Because you are staying with people, snow is falling. It may not just be snow, maybe cleaning the house, cleaning the toilets. When you eat, go do the dishes. Nobody is your servant. It's really untold of that Your relatives, can be your brother, your sister, whoever helped you. They've given you accommodation and you eat. It doesn't occur to you that you have to do the dishes because wherever you're coming from, you are not doing the dishes. It's time to man up. It's time to girl up. Whoever you are, it's time for you to contribute. That is part of what I'm trying to say here. I said the snow is just a metaphor. You need to pick up and clean up after yourself. Some of us come and stay with people and they have to push us around to clean the dishes we've eaten in. You don't only have to wash your own dish. You should wash dishes for other people. You don't only have to clean the space that you're living in. You should go up beyond what is expected of you and clean the entire house. Remember, it's just for a season. When you learn how to take care of other people's stuff, you will learn how to take care of your own when your own is given. Don't make life miserable for those that you are living with by only thinking, how can I take out? How can I take out? Remember, it's always more blessed to give than to receive. And everybody has something to give. It's not always about resources. It's not only always about money. It's about time. And right now, you've just come in. You have time on your side. Instead of spending all your time watching TV, playing with your phone, being on the internet, you should look for meaningful ways to participate in the life of the family that is hosting you. Don't tell me I've never done it before. Now is the time to learn how to do it. Don't tell me I don't know how to do it. You can ask questions. You can humble yourself and learn how to do it. And remember, whatever you are doing, you're just practicing how you're going to take care of your own self. Don't say, I'll wait until when I have mine, then I'll learn how to do it. It's going to be too late. You moved. It's a very great step, and I commend you for that. To keep growing, you have to keep moving mentally and at times physically. And that is why you need to pick up that shovel, go out in the cold, bundle up, and shuffle that snow and work out those muscles. We are going to get into some other details as the broadcast continues, because we'll be talking about exercise at one point and why, for you to succeed, you have to get out there and take care of your health, because without good health, it's going to be very difficult for you to be successful. Shuffling snow is a metaphor. Your new country has a lot of challenges. And I want you to start thinking what area of contribution you're going to make. Don't just focus on how much can I take out. You are here because this country needs you right now. If you've not been told that, I want you to hear and hear it crystal clear. You are here right now because this country needs you. You have an appointment with destiny. That is why you are here right now. If you answer that call, if you say yes to that call, you are going to go far. Don't settle for less. I'm challenging you to rise up to the occasion. There are lots of problems. What are you going to do to bring solutions to the table? I'm going to end with this. I was out the other day exercising with my wife, and we met this lady walking her dog. We stopped and greeted her. We checked in to make sure she was not in distress or something like that, because she had a cane that she was using to walk. And so we're just trying to figure out where was she coming from, where was she going. And we started talking. She told us, I would like, I'm trying to look for somebody to sit down and have a conversation with concerning racism. Because she was a Caucasian lady. I said, whoa, wow, that is really good. I would like to have that conversation myself. Because I've been thinking about it. Then I told her, you're talking to the right person. I have a book on racism. Will you like to read the book? Here, book on racism. Racism, where is your sting? A provocative look at the beginning and the end of racism. She said, yes, I'm going to read the book. I took her address. She was just living 2 miles away from my house. I went home, grabbed a copy of the book, took it over and gave her. Now we are having a conversation. We are talking about expanding our network, sitting down and having a conversation about some of the challenges that we are facing. I'm going to have a series of episodes to really dive into racism and talk about it. But what I'm saying is, you need to understand that you are part of a country now, and you need to pick your shovel. It's talking about work. Pick your shovel, find your area, and get to work. If you don't do it, who is going to do it? If those who came before us did not do their own contribution, did not build this country to where it's right now, you and I will not be here. We owe it to them, and we owe it to the next generation to leave this country better, greater, and stronger than we made it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, any concerns, the number is there, 214-908-3963. And the email is eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. You've been listening to Dr. Eric Tangumonke with IEM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. Until next time, God bless you.